Winter is here. Except that meanwhile, in the real world, it's Easter and my kid wanted to put a temporary tattoo on my face, so there we go. So, Game of Thrones, The Rightful Queen, episode 2 of the final season. I hope everybody had a good Easter, and if it's not a holiday that you celebrate, I hope you had a nice day that happened to be Easter, for those that it matters to. So, yeah, I called the previous episode of Game of Thrones a little dull. This was much less so, and took me a little bit to figure out why, because not that much more happens in this than in the previous episode. I think a big part of the difference is I really felt the sort of the threat of the White Walkers showing up felt much more immediate. It felt like this is something that's going to happen at any moment. Whereas kind of what went on in the previous episode and the planning regarding that, it didn't feel substantively different than what had gone on at the end of the previous series, or just the way that the guys at the wall have been talking about it pretty much since the beginning, you know, for if it ever comes, and, you know, talking about it in those terms. So this felt more like the sword of Damocles was properly hanging over the proceedings, and that worked well. So I like that. There's some great interactions in this that I really did enjoy quite a bit. Between a number of different characters. I like all the stuff that goes on at the fireplace between, oh god, I can't even remember everybody who was there, but there's Brienne, there's Jaime, there is Davos, there's Tyrion, there's Tormund. He's ridiculous. I kind of love him. And I really like Brienne getting knighted. That was a really nice moment. Another really nice moment that I like quite a bit was Theon and Sansa embracing, and I will not lie, I felt a little lump in the throat on that one. That was well done. That was well delivered. And it was interesting with the way it opened with Jaime, because I almost immediately got vibes of Littlefinger and how he ended, but I'm like, he's not gonna die here. So seeing that move forward, cool. All that's good. Like I said, I'm feeling the tension. Bran had a great just burn for Jaime throwing the things we do for love line at him. Oh, I'm loving the symmetry that's going on with Bran right now. I mean, Bran's spent a good chunk of the middle of this show being very boring. And as a personality, he's still kind of boring, but they're finding ways to like get little bits in with him that I'm getting a kick out of, certainly. And seeing the different way people are reacting to what they expect to be their imminent death, whether it be Sam or Jon or Tormund or that one little girl who was who wanted to go and fight, and Davos and Gilly basically kind of not tricked her, but like presented her with a way of going in the crypt where it's going to be safest, but still feeling like, but she gets to still feel like she's not running away and hiding. And that was great, because that is, in so many ways, a very true parenting moment. Like, there are times that in order to get your kid to do something, it's not that you need to lie to them or you need to trick them, and it's not quite reverse psychology, but sometimes you need to reframe it into a very specific way so that they'll roll with it and they'll go for it. So I enjoyed all that. That was good stuff. I completely failed to mention Dany and Jon in the previous episode. I don't like that, like, at all, for numerous reasons. I don't like it inherently, and I also actually think it's being really poorly done, to be completely honest. Like, here's Here's the big thing and the big issue for me, and this is the reason why I dislike probably 9 out of 10 romantic subplots, whether it be in TV or movies or whatever. The main reason I dislike it is that they feel underdeveloped. And we've seen these characters together, but not interacting either enough or in a way that makes me buy when either one of them starts spouting the word love in relation to the other. Like, interest, sure. Crush, yeah, fine. Love, hold on. And that's exactly what I'm going through here. They've had some time together. I get that there's an attraction there, but like, love? Really? And I don't buy it. I don't. Again, I buy the attraction, but it has not been developed enough for me to buy the, like, previous episode it was Sansa who said the word love. This time Dany actually said it herself, and I hear that word and I just groan. I'm like, oh, no. No. And now they're trying to get additional tension out of this whole idea where, like, he'll have a right to the throne more than she will. And I don't know if that's supposed to, like, create tension and be like, ooh, are they going to be at odds now? And I'm, like, just shrugging here going, I know you're trying to do a whole lovers torn by their ambitions thing, but I didn't buy them as lovers, so I don't really care about this. Like, at all. And the other main issue I have with the episode is somewhat related. I cannot decide. Okay, here's the thing. I don't like it. I cannot decide how much I dislike Arya pulling the I don't want to die a virgin thing. And that actually really irritated me because I liked her flirty moments with Gendry. I did legitimately enjoy those. But something about taking it to that extra, just going that extra step and have her basically say, not in the exact words, but basically say, I don't want to die a virgin. Please take me. Like, what I will give the episode credit for is she is very much in command of that choice. So there's no weird connotations. There's no sense that Gendry was pushing for it. Like, this, if it was going to happen, she as a character has been empowered in this situation, in this position. And this is very much what she wants and her choice. So, cool. So there's no weird vibes there. I still don't like it. I still think it's cheesy. And look, I know she's a woman. I know both the actress and the character are grown adults now, but I still think of her and Sansa as the Stark girls. And maybe that's on me, but that adds to my whole, oh, do we have to kind of feel to the thing. So I didn't care for that all that much either. But overall, I did like this episode. I liked it a little bit better than the previous one. I felt like I said, well, I don't think that much more happened in terms of actual, like, if you were to plot out the important plot moments. It was more quiet character stuff. And maybe that's the difference. Because, like, the previous episode didn't feel like it had that many character moments. It was just getting everybody in, like, to the physical geographic location they were going to have to be. Whereas here, like, it felt like they were just taking some beats and some moments and a breath to remind us why we care about these characters. And in some cases it worked. Some cases it didn't. But I think that was a good way to go. I kind of wish they could have found a way to integrate more of these kinds of character moments into the previous episode, so that didn't feel like quite such a perfunctory moving the pieces on the board kind of a thing. But it's headed in a good direction. The tension is high. I will be curious to see how things go down after this. I think I'm reminding myself that this show does big scale action very well. Hard Home was great. Battle of the Bastards was very good. You know, these can be really terrific. And I'm trying, at the same time as I am trying to be like, ooh, I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. I'm also trying to not get overexcited because I don't want to feel let down depending on what we get. I'm a little bit nervous that, like, if it launches into the battle right away, that it's like nighttime. I'm like, I want to be able to see what's going on. But we'll see. We'll see next week. So, Game of Thrones, second episode, season 8. You've seen it. What'd you think about it? Whatever your thoughts are, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. A whole bunch of stuff to do because there's buttons and links and what else is there? I don't know. There's stuff. It's all down there. Check it out. Click on it. But you also don't have to if you really don't want to, because at the end of the day, you're the council. I'm running the meetings. So until next time, this council is adjourned.